PedWest shutting down for Ukrainian refugees, what they have to do now to get into the U.S.
Locals in Barrio Logan upset over the traffic safety crisis marked by a spike in hit-and-runs.
Can police make you unlock your phone without a warrant? We verify.
And San Diego's first zero-waste grocery store opening their doors in North Park.
And Navy pilot by day, but magician by night, Julie Rowland is
just trying to make friends with my backyard theater.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts now.
What's known as PedWest is closed tonight as the Biden administration announces a new process for Ukrainians wanting to come into the United States. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
And I'm Jesse Pagan in for Carlo Cicchetto. Starting today, Ukrainian refugees can no longer show up at the border without first applying online through a program called Uniting for Ukraine.
CBS 8's Shannon Handy is at the border showing us how it works. Shannon?
At this hour, PedWest is closed after having been open for several weeks processing Ukrainian refugees. The Biden administration says its new program is supposed to streamline the process and alleviate crowds here at our border. Volunteers at PedWest spent Monday cleaning up and clearing out supplies they've used to support the more than 10,000 Ukrainian refugees who have come through here over the past several weeks as they made their way into the U.S. under humanitarian parole.
Today I feel calm, like it's okay for today. Let's see what is happening tomorrow.
Zina Ida was one of the last refugees allowed in Monday, saying like so many before her, the journey was long and stressful.
It was difficult, many traveling. For the last 2 nights, I couldn't sleep at all.
Starting today, Ukrainian refugees who want to come to the U.S. can no longer show up at ports of entry unless they meet certain requirements first. It's part of the Biden administration's Uniting for Ukraine program. Ukrainians must apply online to be eligible. They had to have been a resident of Ukraine as of February 11th, 2022, have a supporter in the U.S., complete vaccinations and other public health requirements, and pass background screenings. Once approved, Ukrainians can legally stay in the U.S. for up to 2 years.
So they are going to be coming directly from Europe into United States, so they don't no longer have to go through Mexico.
Alina Gordon with Church of Music San Diego has been part of the volunteer efforts at our border. She supports the new process, saying it will be much easier for Ukrainians to navigate.
I think so, yes, because this was just so exhausting and just so unnecessary. They had to take a whole new flight. They had to figure out logistics in a country they don't know.
Those sponsoring refugees must fill out an online application as well, though Homeland Security says it will not be matching people. That will be up to individuals and volunteer groups. Still, there are many unknowns, like what happens after that 2-year period. And what about refugees from other countries? HIAS, a nonprofit humanitarian organization, held a Zoom call about those concerns today, saying they're pushing the Biden administration to clarify.
But the announcement was devoid of any really essential information.
If you would like more information about how to become a host family, just log on to our website, cbs8.com, and click on this story.
Thank you, Shannon. A string of deadly crashes and near misses have people in Barrio Logan scared and fed up. They say cars are breaking the laws, speeding, and making it nearly impossible to cross a street. CBS 8's Regina Urita took the issues to police and finds out what they're doing to crack down.
Locals and business owners say something as simple as crossing a street in Barrio Logan is no longer safe as more and more deadly hit and runs occur.
All I hear is
Those living in Barrio Logan want to enjoy their day and be able to walk the streets, but that's not possible if drivers are violating traffic signals and hitting pedestrians with their car.
It's just bad. This is really bad.
Locals say it's out of control, from running stop signs to speeding. I even stood on the corner of Sampson and Logan Avenue where I witnessed several cars running through stop signs.
Look what we're talking about. My God. Look at her. Look at her, look. If he doesn't stop or acts right, she would have got ran over.
The nightmare doesn't stop there. Drivers are committing traffic violations and deadly hit and runs.
Porque se me dejó ir el carro.
Like this woman who says she was almost struck by a vehicle who had to swerve to another lane. 2 pedestrians have already been killed just this year after being struck by reckless drivers. One of those victims was 77-year-old Army veteran Felipe Nieto.
How the guy got out of his car to check on Felipe, and it was
very sad. He got back in his car and just kept driving.
Nayeli Gutierrez, who has a business next to the intersection where Nieto was struck, says the lack of traffic lights and street lights are to blame.
We need a stoplight. We need a designated crosswalk redrawn. And we need lighting. We need lots of lighting here. It's very dark at night. You could hardly see anything.
Gutierrez and other members also blame the city for not making this an urgent matter. CBS 8 reached out to council member Vivian Moreno's office from District 8, but she did not respond to an interview.
Increasing the walkability scores so that they can walk the streets safely and get to where they need to get to safely and not have this fear of dying because of that.
We also reached out to the San Diego Police Department, who says they have been monitoring these violations. They also say the safety of their community is their priority, but being shorthanded of officers has become increasingly difficult to catch every traffic violation.
And they don't respect people when crossing the street.
Regina Urita, CBS 8.
Dangerous area. Thanks, Regina. Just over an hour ago, the San Diego City Council voted to end the sale of flavored e-cigarettes. City leaders say that the Stop Adolescent Addiction to Flavored E-Cigarettes, or SAFE ordinance, will help curb teenage vaping. The new city law will also raise the age for all tobacco products to 21 years old. The new changes will take effect on January 1st, 2023.
People in a Point Loma Heights neighborhood are angry tonight after watching the city cut down their 100-year-old palm trees. Neighbors have been trying to save these trees for months. Now 5 of them are gone, with 10 more to go. One neighbor filed a lawsuit to block the removal and has an attorney working on a temporary restraining order. Neighbors say the trees are part of the fabric of the community. The city says they're a safety hazard for pilots and could cost the airport valuable business.
Tonight, Mayor Todd Gloria is asking for more money to be sent directly to cities to help fight homelessness. Our political reporter Morgan Reiner spoke with Mayor Gloria today in Sacramento, where he joined other big city mayors across the state.
Mayor Todd Gloria told me point blank, if the funding the city is currently getting is not extended, the programs currently in place will need to be cut. But the good news is he's feeling confident it will be extended.
Mayor Todd Gloria told me the city's received $70 million in funding from 2 state programs which are set to end in 2023.
It's been a dramatic game changer in making sure we can serve this large number of folks who are unsheltered in our community, and not just serve them, but get them off the streets for good.
Each city spent the money in unique ways. How did San Diego use the money?
We have helped to expand our shelter bed capacity, serving over 7,500 people. We've transitioned 1,500 of those folks into permanent homes. We've expanded our shelter capacity by 1,000 beds, a 21% increase.
Gloria painted an ugly picture if the money is not extended. The mayors are asking for 3 more years at a cost of $3 billion.
We would need to make some reductions. These shelter beds, these rapid rehousing opportunities, these outreach programs, these are not free. And those programs would have to be evaluated against all the other challenges that we have as a city, from filling potholes to paying police officers and everything in between.
Governor Newsom's homeless advisor, Sacramento Mayor Darrell Steinberg, said it's important this money goes straight to the cities, something the coalition of mayors fought for in 2018, so they didn't have to use their general funds and take away from other city services.
Cities are not homeless service agencies. Cities are not health and human services agencies. All of the mental health money, all the substance abuse money flows through the counties.
Gloria said he's feeling confident about this being included in the state budget because of his past experience as a state legislature and knowing how it'll fit into the state budget. But he also believes it's a modest ask.
Thank you, Morgan.